Hello. In this video, I want to talk about um, uh, how do I say this? Um, let's call it a church mission, okay? And which which I'm establishing, okay? So I'm going to talk about many of the details of this, okay? And I have prepared some things to talk about here, okay? So right. So I'm calling it uh, Jesus Christ's Daybreak Church Mission. Okay, and the word daybreak, it refers to the light of Jesus Christ, um, because Jesus Christ is the light of this world. So hence daybreak. Okay, and okay. So let's talk about some of the things that I want to um, some of the things that I've written here. Okay, so what kind of doctrine am I talking about here? Okay, so I have come up with um, a lot of things to talk about here, and various ways of living, godly Christian ways of living. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about them. So here's what we don't do. Okay, so these are the things that are against our doctrine. Okay, so we don't we so okay, I'm just going to say go on with the list. Okay, so no idolatry, no mammon worship, no mammon serving. Okay, no evil nasty speak or any type of nasty evil behavior. Okay, um, no calling anyone father, mother, or master. Okay, no birthdays, no birthday celebrations. Okay, no usury. Okay, no materialism, no being fat, no formal names. I'm talking about no formal names. Obviously there will be, you might need a way to refer to someone, that's a separate thing, but no formal names. No music in worship. Okay, no alcohol, no tobacco, no tea, no coffee, no bureaucracy, no paperwork, no following the ways of the world. Okay, only follow God. Follow the ways of the world lead to destruction. God leads to life. So no following the ways of the world. The world is on its way to hell. Let them go. Okay, forget about them. Let them go. We don't follow the ways of the world. No rationalizing. This is very important. Okay, and I would recommend that you really apply this to your life, and you really spend some um, put some thought into this, think about this. Okay, be careful, don't rationalize it, because like I said, no rationalizing. Don't rationalize anything. Okay, good or bad, don't rationalize anything. If it's bad, don't rationalize it. Be careful. Okay, so no rationalizing. And I will talk more about a lot of these things. So let me just go through with the various lists. Okay, just a second. Okay, no bodily markings or piercings or any such thing. Okay, so these are the things that we are supposed to avoid. Okay, and I'll talk more about more things. I think this should give you a pretty good idea of how I feel about this and what kind of doctrine I'm talking about. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that we do. These are things that are good, so we say yes to these things. And okay, so we say yes to uh, the things that I will talk about now. Okay, so temperance, we believe in temperance. Everything has to be, we have to have that temperance to to guide us and to hold us. Okay, and that um, it makes us gentle, it makes us strong, it gives us strength. From this temperance we derive being gentle and being strong. We get that strength from this. Okay, so yes to temperance, then yes to fitness, and this will go with the next one. Okay, so being fit, like I said when I talked about no being fat. Okay, so this goes with that, being fit. Now I'm not um, suggesting in engaging in idolatry of the body. Okay, none of that, but we stay fit. God has given us this body, we take good care of it. Okay, but we don't engage in idolatry of the body. Okay, so yeah, fitness. And the next one is tireless godly efforts. We work tirelessly in working, in putting our efforts into godly, um, into godly things. Okay, and some of them I'll just talk about. Okay, so these are things that help us bring about God's world, and in our communities and our societies we bring about a godly way of living. And so to create this, to build this, we engage in tireless godly efforts. That's what we engage in. Okay, so the next one, this is something that I've been thinking about, and I think this is something that is very um, good for uh, our souls and our bodies as well. So these are stone houses. What I mean by that, you might find that kind of like, what am I talking about? So these are houses made out of stone. Okay, and I think it creates a very good idea, like I was previously talking about, of strength and of um, how do I say it, of truth. Okay, a house made out of stone is stable, it's solid, it's built to last, and it's going to be tough. Like we have to be tough in the mercy and in the love of God. We have to be tough, and we have to be um, the mercy that God gives us. We have to be tough so we can create more of that mercy. That's what I mean by that. So, and I think stone houses are a very good way that we can, how do I say it? We can promote, we can bring about that thinking. Okay, in in the form that we live in them. So houses built out of stone, built to last, and well built in such a way that you just look at them and you know this is built by God's children, God's servants. It's Jesus Christ's servants that built this out of stone, built this house out of stone, and built it to last. That's how we build them. Okay, so stone houses. And like I said, our communities have that trust. So we find that uh, we find the common, how do I say it, we trust each other um, because of the way we believe in Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's how we find trust amongst each other. So we build together. Okay, that's the next one, building together, which is like houses and various types of other things that you can build, like walls and so on, and fences and so on and such. So again, these can be yeah, they can be built out of stones, and it can create a really nice engaging activity of tireless work for God to make very nice things out of stone, built to last, and that will last for a very long time. That's how we build them. Okay, that's how we should do this. So I just think that a house I don't know, for some reason I'm finding some, I think there's some godliness in this, the way we can think about this. Okay, that how we can make houses. It's something that we live in them. So if it's built in such a way and we build it ourselves with our own hands, with our own communities who all are servants of Christ, and we build it together, I think it can really, it can bring some godliness into our souls, and it can shelter our bodies. So I think that's a great idea. Oh, and in case somehow I was just to add a little thought to this, if somehow stone is not available, then we can use bricks, I guess. Make walls and with piers and so on. Just a little side thought, okay? But I really like the idea of making things out of stone, making shelters, a place that shelters us, a house, and or any type of such any house or such thing, or a church. I mean, um, yeah. So that's the thing. Okay, so these are a few things that I wanted to talk about. Okay, there's many more things that I will talk about. I'll get into them, and obviously all of this is in addition to the Bible, the Holy Bible. So I read the King James version, and yeah. So these are a few things. Okay, and another thing that I want to add to this. Okay, because uh, like I said, I'm talking about doctrine, and I will talk about many more things. Okay, I've been reading the Bible. Okay, and I will talk more about this. Okay, about various ways of that I will interpret, um, and try to think in a godly way. Okay, so that one thing that I want to add to this, like I was saying, is the idea of baptisms. Okay, so so the way I'm this doctrine, I'm how do I say it, the way our doctrine would be is that baptisms are neither necessary nor required. Okay, because I feel it kind of takes faith, it out of this. Okay, it kind of, because to engage in baptism you would need someone else to baptize you. Okay, so you are, instead of relying on God, you're relying on someone else, and it's a ritual. Okay, we are saved by faith, not by ritual. So like I said, um, uh, baptisms are neither required nor necessary. Okay, and yeah, like I was saying, it is believing, it is faith that saves us. So I don't agree with uh, any type of thinking where you need baptisms. I don't think you need them, and that's the doctrine that I'm creating here. Okay, so yeah, these are some of the things that I wanted to talk about. I think this will give you a good idea of what kind of doctrine I'm creating. Okay, and I think um, this is um, this is God honoring. This is, I don't think there is anything unchristian in anything I've said. Okay, so yeah, let me talk about it again. The term that I'm using. Okay, like I said, I don't care too much about names or whatever. I'm just to like, just that you might remember how I talked about this. Okay, so this is Jesus Christ's Daybreak Church mission. Okay, and Daybreak as in Jesus Christ is the light of the world. So the daybreak, the light of this world, who is Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, these are some of the things I'll talk more. Okay, and I hope I didn't go through this in a way that you found it difficult to, or you found it I don't know, you found it difficult to, you know grasp onto this, or maybe I went through it and I could have maybe gone through it in a better way, but I hope it still made sense. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think. Add any think about what kind of how all these things work together. Okay, and how this doctrine holds itself together. So yeah, that's it. Those are some of the things that I wanted to talk about. I'll talk about more, and yeah, may God have mercy on us. May God bless us in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.